Welcome, Sagittarius, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for January 27th through February 2nd. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all. That was fast, since it is a general reading. So just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else, and never put anyone else's judgment above your own, my Saggy friends. So from the minor arcana, we have so far, I think that's 2 cards for the physical realm. Now we have 3 cards for the mental realm, and now we want the spiritual realm. So in other words, what's going on in your physical world, what you're focused on in your mind, mentally, what you're thinking about, what sometimes obsessing about, or it could even be what you're talking about with others. It's your focus, where your focus is at. And then the spiritual realm, usually it's, some kind of advice from the spiritual realm. And then from the major arcana, now we want 1 card for the overall energy. And you know what? Lately I've been getting 2 cards for, not all the time, and I'm feeling compelled to take them. So I'm going to take them both. Okay, so Saggy, let's take a look. I guess we'll start with actually, before we start, look at my ring. That's Sagittarius that my daughter gave me, because I am a Sag sun sign. I don't know if you can see it that well, holding my finger so close to the camera there, but yes, that was a gift from one of my lovely daughters. I love it so much. So anyway, let's get started with the physical realm here. So you have the King of Cups. So this may very well be a water sign. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Not necessarily though, but I feel as though it's someone who plays a prominent role in your life. I feel like it's someone who's important to you. And I mean, it could be someone important to you whom you love, but it also could be someone important to you in the sense that they play a large role in your life. So it even could be somebody related to your work situation. But let's take a look at the rest of the cards. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords reversed here, Saggy. Are you giving up your power to someone represented by the King of Cups? And I don't feel as though this King of Cups is taking your power. I guess it is a general reading. I guess, that's a possibility that maybe this King of Cups is a little bit overbearing, but I'm really not feeling that. I'm feeling as though it's you maybe letting someone represented by the King of Cups somehow usurp your power. Almost as if you have the king there, and almost like you are the counterpart or something to this person. So this could be a partner. This could be, business partner or a romantic partner. I mean, it could be a friendship too. And again, the king can be male or female. It's not necessarily male. Okay. But I feel as though maybe you're kind of, I don't feel like the king is necessarily trying to put you down. It's more as though you're kind of allowing this person to take control. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, Saggy, right? Sometimes you just don't want to be in charge. You just don't want to be in control. So it could be for some of you that this week you're just letting a partner take the reins and take control and take responsibility. And wow, so you have another 8 here. So this is kind of, I feel like this is like a slowdown, a taking it easy. Yeah, I'm sensing, Saggy, that you don't want to be in charge this week because you have these two eights in reverse. So it's kind of like giving up your power because the eight is the number of power. It's kind of like giving up your power and slowing down, slowing things down, taking it easy, taking a break, trying to do less this week. So this giving up of power isn't necessarily a bad thing because really what it is probably giving up responsibility. So just for an example, if you are married and have household responsibilities or children or even pets or things that just need attention in your household, maybe you are giving that up to someone represented by the King of Cups who may be gladly taking this on. If it is, the workplace, you may have a business partner or someone who can share the work with you, and you might be allowing that person to take the lead this week. So, interesting, Saggy. So in your mental realm, what you're thinking about, the Queen of Swords reversed, followed by the Four of Swords reversed, followed by the Nine of Cups reversed. So the Queen of Swords reversed here. I mean, it's possible you're thinking about someone represented by an air sign or represented by the Queen of Swords. So this could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but not necessarily. But I don't feel as though this is a person that you're thinking about. I think I feel like this is you not wanting to talk about it, not either not wanting to talk about something or having nothing good to say, but like not wanting to talk, not wanting to share, not wanting to be the one that people go to. Ooh, so it may be, Saggy, that a lot of people come to you for your wisdom. And like you just don't feel like it this week. Now, it might not only be that. I feel like in general, you just don't feel like talking. You don't feel like being the one people go to. You don't feel like getting involved. And again, with the Four of Swords reversed, this is kind of like a feeling of exhaustion, of overwhelmment. So I think it's really good that you're letting this King of Cups figure take over your responsibilities or giving some of the responsibilities up. And listen, if you're watching this and you're experiencing overwhelmment and such, then the message here for you is to let someone else take over. Let someone else take the reins right now. Let someone else take over the responsibility. Because your search, your desire, your focus is on you, on taking care of you. You want to regain that your alignment. You're looking for a deep inner satisfaction, and I feel like you're searching for that deep inner satisfaction, and you want to be alone. This isn't about you and your relationship with others per se. I feel like it's about you and your relationship with yourself and finding your own personal satisfaction, your own personal joy, your own personal happiness. And, you're just really exhausted and you don't want to be the go-to, And wow, okay, your advice from the universe here is really put yourself first, Saggy. Put yourself first, look after yourself, be good to yourself. Be good to yourself, Saggy. This is really super clear and succinct. Be good to yourself, Saggy. So I'm going to leave that card right there at that. Be good to yourself, Saggy. I really feel like that is the message. So now you had two cards jump out for your overall energy here. And, with Judgment, Wow, Saggy, I'm feeling as though if you can give up some of your responsibilities and let someone else help you out, you are going to feel a sense of renewal. You have this as your overall energy, and maybe even part of, like, the advice that, Saggy, if you can relinquish some responsibility this week, you will feel renewed. You will feel fresh, brand new. You just need some time to yourself. You need some time off, whatever that means to you. I don't know if it's from work or from home, family responsibilities, or everything. But if you can really just give yourself some time, you have this energy of, I feel like you'll feel a sense of renewal. And you know what? With the Tower reversed here, I'm feeling do not resist, Saggy. Oh, wow, Saggy. Okay, I told you I'm a Saggy sun sign. So what I'm really feeling here, and I totally recognize this in myself, I always resist rest. And I wonder why sometimes I'm going through life feeling so lethargic, yet wired at the same time. But I never allow myself to rest. When I have downtime, I really I'm always engaging my mind in some way, shape, or form. So it's not necessarily like physical engagement, but I always feel compelled to, read something, study something, watch something. And it's usually, it's usually, in a quest for learning, for information. It's not reading or watching things or studying things for fun, even though it is fun for me, yes. But it's not rest, And I'm feeling that I'm supposed to tell you, don't resist this, Saggy. Don't resist. You have this tendency to resist, like giving up the control. So don't resist this different way of doing things. Don't resist a shakeup. Don't resist a big change. Don't resist a big change, Saggy. So even though you need to be alone, take a break, take a rest, even though you are relinquishing some responsibilities this week to someone represented by the King of Cups, you're resisting it. In fact, I'm actually feeling, Saggy, if you relate to any of this, I'm supposed to tell you, don't resist this reading. Be open to a new way of doing things, a change. Be able to give up, your authority in some areas of your life, whatever that is for you, Saggy. I feel very, very strongly about this. So at the very least, you need to take this to heart. Be good to yourself, Saggy. Be good to yourself. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Stop giving so much to everybody else at the expense of your energy. And you might not even realize you're doing it, because I know I'm a bad rester, and I always have felt compelled to do for the people around me and almost like take control of their situations. And I've always felt responsible. And I'm sensing that that's what a lot of you are experiencing, is that you are often taking responsibility for other people's situations. And I don't mean taking responsibilities to the point where someone maybe makes a mistake and you're taking the blame for it. I mean, someone in someone close to you, whether it's in your home life or your work life or even friends, is having a tough time at something, or is overworked, or is overburdened in some way, shape, or form. And you try to swoop in and save them or control things, and maybe not even swooping in. Sometimes it's like this low level taking over control, taking responsibility for them, helping them with things that they don't really need help with. They could do it themselves. And even if it's just you're taking on their stuff energetically, again, not yours. I have been learning this lesson myself, Saggy, over the years. So I'm feeling like this is, I put it this way. I have a lot of clarity around this because I've been doing a lot of correcting in this area for the past several years, realizing that other people's stuff, even the people I love the most, it's not mine. And if I let it affect me and my vibration, then I am no good for anyone else, because first and foremost, what matters most is how I feel. Because if I feel good, I may be able to vibrationally just add something to the mix and raise the other person's vibration, which will raise their experience, will raise what manifests in their life to a higher level. So I try not to, worry about people in my family if they're experiencing something. I have compassion, but I try not to empathize. I try not to put myself in their shoes. I try not to take it on myself, because I spent most of my life doing that without even realizing it. Okay? And I think this is a message for some of you out there that you really need to hear. You may not even realize how often you take on your loved one's stuff. And at the very least, worry about them unnecessarily and lower your own vibration, and maybe lose sleep yourself and deplete your own energy, lower your own vibration. But sometimes you actually try to figure it out for them, help them out. What can I do? Oh, let me make this phone call for them, or let me look this up for them, when they really need to be doing that for themselves. So I really feel as though this reading is for some of you that just like comes at a good time of clarity for me, having recognized this having recognized this kind of vibration, this kind of situation in myself several years ago, and having gotten so much better at just letting things be, and not worrying about everybody and everything, and just trying to just be in the moment. And I think that's why, I have this message for some of you, because I've been there, done that kind of thing, and have gotten better. And it really is, it's so much easier to maintain a high vibration, Saggy, when you don't make other people's things your own. When you catch yourself maybe worrying about somebody else, ruminating over what they're doing or their situation, and then you catch yourself and you say, whoa, that's not mine. That's not mine. Everything always works out. They are fine. They always get through everything. They don't need me to worry about it. They don't need me to step in. I can just focus on what I want to focus on. And then you change your thoughts to something pleasant and enjoyable for you, something that you want to focus on, something about you, putting yourself first, Saggy. Really, really important to put yourself first this week especially. But I feel as though this can be a vibration for you moving forward. I feel as though you're going to feel renewed when you recognize this. This is going to be a new way of being in the world, a new recognition of you, of yourself, a shedding of that old skin, a shedding of the skin that carries the burdens of other people, that carries the worries, and shedding that, leaving it behind, and starting fresh, Saggy. So don't resist it. I feel as though the Tower reversed is here for me to tell you, do not resist this. This is a major change. Wow. Okay, Saggy, I know I'm going back over a message I already gave you, but I just got the feeling that this is a big change for you, Saggy. And that's why you might be resisting it, but do not resist it. Allow this freedom to enter you at the core of you, to enter the cells of your body, enter you at a cellular level. It's very freeing. It's very freeing, Saggy. Wow. Okay, Saggy, listen, if this resonates with any of you, you don't have to tell me your specific situation, but I would really, really like to know, because, I've been here, done that, and have improved, and still, still slip back, but I've become more aware, and I feel like that's what that judgment is about. That awareness of the burdens that you often have carried for others, and the awareness that you don't need to do that. It's totally unnecessary. So if this resonates, I would love if you would just tell me it resonates or something. If it doesn't resonate with you at all, you might want to check out the messages for your moon and rising sign. If you feel so inclined to support this channel, all you have to do is give it a thumbs up or subscribe and click the bell. But either way, my Saggy friends, I want to thank you so very much for being with me. I hope you have a really fabulous week. I hope you do give up some of your responsibility, take a break and rest, and put yourself first and be good to yourself. And recognize this new way of your being in the world without anyone else's worries and burdens. So have a fabulous week, Saggy, and I do hope to see you back here again at High Priestess Influence next week, my Saggy friends.